During World War II, the world was filled with tension, uncertainty, and a constant clamor. But beneath all that, there were small stories filled with warmth, serenity, and a rarely told side of humanity. This is a journey exploring the moments of peace that lingered despite the world at war. In a small French town in 1941, a young man named Etienne worked as a village courier. Every day, he pedaled his old bicycle along the paths, delivering letters filled with prayers, worries, and hopes from separated families. But there was one letter he never delivered, not because he couldn't, but because the recipient, a girl named Louise, had left the village long before the war broke out. The letter contained only one short sentence: "I'll come home when it's all over." Etienne kept it in his notebook, and every evening, he read it while sitting under a large tree by the river. For him, the letter served as a reminder that out there were many people who still dreamed of a day of return, a day of peace. The letter never arrived, but it became a comfort to a young man working alone in a sleepy village. In the Austrian mountains, a thick fog descended every morning. In a small guard post lived a soldier named Johann, a lover of classical music who carried his violin with him wherever he went. He had a habit. Every morning, when the fog covered the valley and the world seemed still, he would play the Ave Maria in a soft melody. One day, the sound reached the villagers in the valley below. They didn't know who was playing. They only knew that each morning it was a soothing music that helped them through their difficult times. Johann never knew that his playing brought so much peace to so many people. He simply felt that the music kept him sane. In the noise of war, his violin was the only sound of peace. In northern Finland, a man named Matti was tasked with monitoring a vast pine forest. His job was simple: sending reports on the weather and activities seen in the distance. Unknown to others, Matti had friends, the forest birds. He fed them seeds, spoke to them as if they understood, and even recorded their habits. While the world talked about strategy and troop movements, Matti was taking notes. When the robins arrived, when the winter winds changed, when the sky was clearest. He wrote in his notebook, "Nature remains peaceful, even if humans are not." To him, it wasn't war. It was just a long winter accompanied by birdsong. On Christmas 1943, in a forest in Central Europe, a group of soldiers from different countries were stationed on the same front line. The air was bitter cold and snow fell relentlessly. There was one particular night when everyone, without orders, without a sound, began to build small campfires in their respective places. They didn't see each other, but they knew that behind those dark trees, other people were also trying to stay warm. Some began to sing Christmas carols softly. From a distance, another voice answered. No one met, no one approached. Just voices responding to each other. That night, the world stopped for a moment. That night, everyone just wanted to feel like they were still human. In England, a farmer named Margaret Henderson lived alone after her children had gone off to volunteer. Every day she quietly tended her wheat fields. One day a young soldier passing by asked, "How can you stay so calm, Mother?" Margaret smiled and replied, "War makes people stop, but this field keeps growing, and so does hope." Many soldiers who passed by described Margaret's house as the most peaceful place they had ever visited. A sailor named Daniel served on a logistics ship. His duties were routine, often considered boring, but for him, that was precisely what made him grateful. He loved sitting on the stern of the ship every morning, watching the sun rise slowly over the ocean. The golden-orange hues on the water were a reminder that a new day always came, even when the world was in conflict. Daniel wrote in his journal, "If war is a storm, then sunrise is a promise that the storm won't last forever." These stories are small pieces of a larger, tumultuous history. Yet, it is in these small stories that we see the most genuine side of humanity: hope, simplicity,